Cue the music. Heath, come on up.
He didn't.
He's a big old turd. Oh, Heath just barely missed winning state this year. Just barely missed, and it hurts me. I'm sure it hurts him. I mean, it was so close, and I discussed with him briefly, but you know, I think it was an experience thing. I truly, honestly believe it was an experience thing, and why he lost that match. It wasn't you beat that guy up. I've gone over the tape, man. I watched the tape. He beat this kid up. I seriously beat this kid up for the entire match, but lost by 3 points. And you know, if you watch that match not knowing how to score wrestling, he's your winner. But if you watch that match knowing how to score wrestling, then you go, oh, okay, yeah, he lost, and then his opponent stalled for the last minute and 15 seconds of that match, and you know, it irks you to no end. But at the same time, that's wrestling. I tell him to do it. If you're up by 3 points in the state finals for first place, you better not put yourself in a crappy situation. You better not let that guy get a shot on you, and you better at least fake like you're trying to do something offensive and stall the snot out of that last minute and 15. And that's what his opponent did to him. So Heath comes in. He's an exception to Heath comes in a good wrestler already. He's a good wrestler already. The biggest thing that I've seen improve with Heath is 2 things: in his aggression and his believing in himself, and the fact that he deserves to be a state champion. That he knows he has the ability to do it. I think there were a few matches this season for Heath where he actually realized, hey, I can beat these cats, and I've got what it takes to be a state champion. That with a little bit more aggression. Beginning of the season, Heath was a very defensive, reactionary type wrestler. Now you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm right. And towards the end of the season, he became more of an offensive wrestler, initiating the movement, initiating the tie-up, initiating contact with your opponent, taking the first move, going for your, maybe not getting that first move and doing your second or third move. Because, the difference, and this is what I told you, the difference at the top, the difference between first and second, in the majority of the time, is the guy who's attacking, the guy who's initiating everything. That's the difference between first and second. Because the skill level of the guys at the top, in high school, and then especially in college, and especially at an Olympic level, the skill level is minimal. The skill level of the guys at the top is minimal. It's strategy. It's how are you going to wrestle. It's how are you going to attack this match. If you get them defending themselves rather than making their match happen, then you've got them beat. And so and I think next year, I was going to say as soon as we can get them there, but honestly goodness, I think you're there by the end of this season. We come in next season, start again right where we left off, and you making your matches happen. And I told Heath at state, I go, you're going to come back, you're going to see Heath be an undefeated state champion as a senior. I truly believe that. The other award, I've been getting the most improved. Obviously, the guy is 40, gosh darn it, I wrote it down, it's right here, I got it down. 42 and 6, finished the season at 42 and 6. Over 38 of those were pins, pinned almost everybody he wrestled. By and far our MVP of the team. These guys get these pins. He's our last one, all right? These guys get these pins, and these guys get, these little papers that say funky stuff on them. Hey, rah, rah, good for you. Hey, they're also going to get, and what I think counts even